Alright. This one's a weird one. Hope everyone's prepared. I'm gonna give it a few minutes for me to set up, because I gotta mess with the audio. I think it should be pretty balanced, but let me see. You know, it's never too early to throw a curveball in there for a stream. It doesn't seem like a lot of people are following this. From what I remember, it's very old. And when I was younger, I watched Markiplier play it. That's the only reason I know about it. But yeah. Let's see what it looks like. It looks good on my phone. So let's get started. Do a quick audio check. Get started. That might be too loud. Let me see. Because my mic is pretty quiet. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it at 20. Seems fine with me just clicking on it. Hello. Oh my god, there's already people in here. This is scary game, so you guys better buckle up. Well, I take that back, it's not that scary. Let's get it started. From what I remember, it's like a psychological horror. Once I finish this, because this is not going to take very long, it's just a test, I'll post it on YouTube, and then I'm going to switch the stream to Inscription, which is like a newer card game that I've been wanting to stream. But yeah, let's get started. Now, in order to begin, this is the most important part of this entire experience. You'll be asked a series of questions and you must answer them honestly. Now, when I say answer them honestly, I don't mean answer them how you'd like to answer them with truth, even if it's hard to face. We all want to be good people. We rarely want to admit our faults, grievances, or mistakes. But you must decide what you truly want. Do you want this to work properly? Do you want the truth about yourself and your destiny in this world? Or would you rather live a lie just to hide it from yourself? The process is very simple in theory. Just answer a long series of questions. What's difficult is self-analyzing your own psyche to evaluate the truths in your own mind and life so that you can predict your future. As long as you're honest with these questions and answers, you'll be able to see your own future here. This will tell you things you already know, but don't necessarily know that you know. I think, and I don't know if I'm correct about this or not, but there's a whole series that revolves around these tests, too, with like a story and everything. So I don't know if this is part of the game, but like part of the next game. As long as the answers you provide to the questions asked are 100% honest and true, this process will simply unlock a part of your mind that you do not have natural access to. Yeah, that's not true. Whatever, man. This will be interesting to see, though, because I don't remember anything about this. This isn't psychic, this isn't a personality test, this is simply nature. Because I was looking through my old games that I downloaded in Steam, and I saw this, and I was like, wow, this would be a good random one to play. This is you. This is your own mind. This is simply nature taking its course. This is the human brain at work unlocking hidden truths within itself. While attempting to answer many of these questions, you'll often wonder things like, well, this answer depends on the circumstances. Create your own circumstances in your mind and answer the questions with a simple yes or no as you see fit. You may not understand or realize it, but your mind will develop the situation required to answer your question the way it needs to be answered. I invite you to grab a drink of water, sit back, relax, and enjoy the experience. We're about to begin with a series of questions, and provided that you're a willing participant, we will be unlocking some substantial information today. Here we go. Oh man, am I bearing my soul? Do you believe that you always treat others fairly? Not always. Do you believe that everyone should always be treated equally? Equally. See, fair is different from equal. So no, because equal, that implies everyone should be treated the same, and not everyone should be treated the same way. Have you ever invented anything? No, I don't think so. Do you feel as though you're always deserving of someone's time? No, I'm pretty self-reliant, I think. I don't really think I deserve someone else's time. Do you believe that others are always deserving of your time? It depends on the person. So no, not always. It depends on who I'm thinking of. Always. Got me with the always, so no. Would you say that you sometimes have trust issues? Trust issues. I do have trouble trusting people to handle things that I can't handle. So I want to say yes. Would you be alright with living alone forever? Oh, come on. I mean, I have Aaron. I don't think I'd be okay with that. If I had to, I would be okay with it. Like, if there's no other choice. I'd be upset living alone. You've been guessing this shit 100%? So far, no wrong. Would you be alright living alone forever? I think I would go crazy. I think I would go crazy. Because I remember when COVID started in like 2020, that was when I started college. And there was this one point where all of my friends had COVID except me. And so they had to leave the dorm. And so I was left in the dorm alone while they commuted for a while. And it was several months where I was alone completely with online classes, and it was awful. So seeing that, having that situation go on forever, no, I wouldn't be able to do it. Do you always give someone the benefit of the doubt? I can name a few people where I've done that, yes. If I trust them, yeah. I think especially when I think about people like Aaron, and then, like, my close friends, yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. Do you like the color blue more than the color black? No, I wear black all the time. Where my black homies at? Well, I mean not like black, like color black. No. If you like black, then you're a real one. If you found money on the street and knew who it belonged to, would you give it back to them? And now it depends on who you're talking about. Either way, it belongs to them. It also depends on the situation, but it belongs to them, so I think if I knew, yeah, of course. Like, it's their money. Why would I take it? Are you sure you want the answers you seek? No. This is very foreboding. Are you afraid of spiders? Yeah. Yeah, I'm afraid of spiders. If it's over 10, you keep it. If you knew... Oreo. If you knew you would emerge unscathed, would you jump into molten lava? Unscathed? Like no burns or anything? I mean, yeah, I'd like to see what it's like in there. Would you consider yourself to be fat? Hey, let me look at myself real quick. I'm pretty skinny. Would you say that you have lots of charisma? No. I can't think of a person with less charisma, actually. Now, Aaron has charisma. Alright? And I guess you could say charisma in the sense of like overanalyzing everything. If that's charisma. Would you call that charisma? I don't think you can call that charisma. No. Have you ever wished you could be temporarily frozen? No. Oh my god. Have you wished you could be I rizzed up winter. Oh my god, no. Izzy, that's a child. Well, no, we were about the same age at the time. Weren't we? No, wait. I would have been... When did I start? No, I would have been like 13, 14, and he would have been way younger. Yeah, we were the same age. Have you ever wished you could be temporarily frozen? I've never really thought about that. If I could be frozen to where it would be like skipping forward in time, that would be cool, but I wouldn't want to do it because then I would miss out on having like a full life here. Where I'm already at. I'd miss a lot of stuff, so no. This is all very interesting. I'm sure you think so. Did you realize the last letter of the previous 5 questions when put together spelled the name Satan? No. No, I didn't. Does that make you uncomfortable? Not really. It's kind of a cheap scare. Are you good at finding hidden puzzles or clues? No, if we're talking about video games, I tend to rush through them because I'm trying to get it done. And yeah, I'll get in the voice chat with you after I stream. It's gonna be a long stream though. I'm thinking about stopping around 10. In games, I would say no. But in real life, it's very different because I have the patience for that. So if you put something in front of me to solve, like in real life, yes, I could do that. I'm very good at doing like tests and things. Only if they benefit me in some way, though. If they don't benefit me, then of course I'm not gonna... I did get annoyed at binary. But I can figure it out. I feel like if they didn't serve any purpose, then I would just get frustrated and throw it away. And like, what's the point of hiding something? So I'd say no, I'm not good at it. Because I'll get annoyed. Are you now wondering what other hidden messages are placed within these questions? Yeah, you got me thinking about it after you spelled Satan, sir. Or ma'am. Or they, them. Have you been entirely honest with your answers thus far? Yeah, I've tried to be. Are you afraid of the consequences for answering questions dishonestly? No, I don't. Well, because there can be no real-world consequences. It's a game, buddy. Were you aware that there could be potential consequences for answering dishonestly? I mean, based on the way the room looks. Kept fucking up a binary when you got told where to go. Yeah, I don't want to think when I'm playing video games. Especially if they're just games where you're meant to, like, kill things and shoot things. When it comes to, like, when it actually matters, I can do it. If it doesn't matter that much, then I don't really care. Like, if it's not gonna benefit me in my life. Anyway, that's just my take on it. One of my family members thinks only Satanists play Dungeons and Dragons. That's a very old, belief to have. Didn't they think, like, back in the day that, Dungeons and Dragons was, like, satanic or something, was, like, devil worship? They tracked your IP. Were you aware that there could be potential consequences for answering dishonestly? Yes, I did. Based on the way the room looks, are you wondering how these questions began to take a strange turn? Not really. You seem to be getting more personal. But it's not strange. Would you consider yourself captivated? Yeah, this is interesting. Would you consider yourself to be brave? This is asking about my opinion of myself. In my life, have I done brave things? Yes. Do you view yourself as someone with above average intelligence? No, I don't. I can say that I do, but I don't think so. Like, if we're being realistic here, I think I'm average intelligence. I think I took an IQ test in, like, college or something, and I got a pretty average score, so I don't know. Probably not. Have you been looking for hidden messages in these questions? Nope. Are you wondering which hidden messages you may have missed? Yeah? You're trying to tell me something? Have you begun to wonder how long this test will take or how many questions exist in this session? Yeah. Would you consider yourself to be a patient person? Hell no. Hell no. Guys, Topaz is missing shooting killers. Would you consider yourself to be... I'm not patient. And you can see that. There's evidence of that in my Hollow Knight playthroughs. Hollow Knight's the Silksong playthroughs. I'm not patient at all. Do most humans annoy you? Let me think. Do people annoy me in my life? No, I think I've been around mostly decent people. I think most people are good. And I think that most people are just trying to get by. So not really. I'm sure most people have a good reason for doing what they're doing, so no. Do you prefer animals to people? No. Do you believe in magic? Ooh. I mean... I'm not gonna seriously entertain this. I'll have to seriously entertain this for this question. Do you believe in magic? I think that you can't discredit things that you can't prove, but at the same time, it doesn't mean it's real. If you want to think about it from like a purely scientific lens, then I would say no, so far. Because there's nothing that I can think of. There's nothing that I can think of that's real, that is magic for certain, that you can say, you can prove without a doubt that is magic. Right now, at least, with the tools that we have. So no. Do you believe in God or the existence of some form of higher power? That's an interesting one. I think that it's... I think that we must have come from something. Don't get me wrong. Because the biggest, if I remember from what I studied in school and from what I continue to study now, like, going back as far as you can in history and for as long as you can see, we don't know where consciousness came from, and that's like the one thing that we can't find the origin of, because our records simply don't go back that far. But I think that for us to be as complicated as we are, and as structured as we look, I think something had to have made us. Because you think about, like, if you can think about it mathematically, everything can be broken down into atoms. Well, what arranged that to begin with? So, I do believe in a form of higher power, but I don't believe in God in the Christian sense of God. Because, well, yeah, nothing's interfering, there's no physical proof, there's no evidence. So yes, I do believe in a higher power. Something had to make us. Something. Whether it's good or bad, I don't know. Do you fear death? We're getting to the uncomfortable questions now. Think about dying. Think about dying. No, I don't think I do. Because death is gonna happen no matter what I do. Eventually, anyway. So why would I be scared of it? But, at the same time, I'm still a human, and so while I can rationally say that I'm not afraid of death, in like an idealistic sense, I can still be like primally afraid of death. But if we're talking about just in terms of me thinking about it here, sitting here, no. I mean, all humans have a conscious plus. I think it's meaning the idea of death, which is how I'm taking it. I took it as the idea of death. I'm not necessarily afraid of that. Like, of course I'm afraid of getting stabbed and being in pain. Being in pain and being deprived of things, but I'm not afraid of the idea of dying, naturally, in that way. Because of course if I get stabbed I'm gonna die. I'm not scared of the dying part, I'm scared of the pain part. Because the death is the relief that comes after the pain, is the way I'm thinking about it. But maybe I'm thinking about it backwards, who knows. Are you attracted to someone who you're not currently in a relationship with? Just no. No, no, no. Yes. In the world? What kind of question is that? Are you alone? Yes. I'm alone. Well, actually, I'm not alone because I have people watching me. So, no? If I told you with utmost certainty that there's something watching you, would you believe me? Yes, because people are watching me. Have you wondered who I am? Yeah, you look kind of like an elephant. Have you had shivers at any point during this session? No, it is hot in this room. Do you feel like you're being watched? Yes, because people are watching me. Have you considered quitting this session early? No. Do you drink water every day? I think there are some days where I haven't gone without drinking water, so no. Do you eat at least once per day, every day? Honestly, I've had days where I haven't eaten anything. But that was mostly back in college, when I was able, like my body was able to handle that. Do you realize there's a high probability that you've missed a plethora of hidden messages thus far? Yes. Oh, can you hear my laptop? Dude. Oh, I forgot to elevate it. That's why it's hot. Okay, wait, hold on a second. I didn't have my, There's usually a tray that I put it on that lets it breathe. That's why it's freaking out. Are you wondering what they are? Yes. Please tell me. Would it bother you to never know without finding them yourself? Not really. It would be nice, but no, I could forget about this. It's your favorite number 7. Do I have a favorite number? What would my favorite number be if I had one? 7's a good one. I think my favorite number would have to be 3. Because 3 is a very, universally complete number. You know? I don't know how else to explain it. Because you got 3, what? 3 characters in a story makes a good love triangle. The simplest shape with like the least edges, I may be wrong about this, is a triangle. 3. Also think like the Triforce from Zelda, and I love Zelda. So no. I like 3. Life is short, but it's the longest thing we'll ever do. Do you agree? Yes, that's logically correct. Oranges cannot be compared to apples. Do you agree? Cannot be compared to apples. You can compare the two. My friend, you can compare anything to each other. You can make comparisons about any 2 objects. Venus is sometimes referred to as the morning star. Did you know that? No, why would I know that? Everyone deserves a second chance. Do you agree? No. Hell no. You think everyone deserves a second chance? No. You can do anything you put your mind to. Do you agree? No. That's impossible. Obedience is more important than freedom. Do you agree? Hell no. Underwater adventures sound like a fun time. Well, yeah, a circle's a fucking circle. I meant in terms of, like, I guess, not rounded shapes. It just looks good. It's like, I don't know. In my head, a triangle is like a nice, complete little shape. Underwater adventures sound like a fun time. Do you agree? Listen. I hate the deep ocean, and I am afraid of it. I am so scared of the idea of being under, like, deep, deep under the water, and then suddenly being, like, disconnected or lost. That's, like, my greatest fear. So, like, a pool is fine. Like, I'm not scared of a pool. I'm not scared of, like, going into the ocean for a few minutes. I've done all that stuff. I grew up near the beach, but like imagine you're in a diving bell or something and you go down underwater and the top of the thing suddenly just disconnects and you're done. You're at the bottom of the ocean stuck and you still have oxygen, but you're just waiting. You're waiting for it to run out. That's terrifying. Is worst. So no, underwater adventures do not sound like fun. Did you realize that the first letters of the previous 8 questions spelled the phrase I love you? That's very sweet. It's better than Satan. Do you wish to be loved? Yes, everyone does. Technically. I think a psychologist would say, yes, according to the hierarchy of needs, you must wish to be loved. But, on the other hand, you have Arthur Schopenhauer, who says that some, quote, hedgehogs, people, can be alone. And they can bear the cold, theoretical cold, on their own. So not everyone wishes to be loved. But I do. Have you ever felt hated? Oh yeah. Do you have any addictions? Now, listen. Take another group of billionaires are going under the ocean again. Oh my god. That Titanic thing. Was that last year? I don't remember if that was last year or 2 years ago at this point. But yeah, that was a horrible idea all around. Do you have any addictions? I am very addicted to caffeine. I used to abuse caffeine. It was so bad. So yes, I'm still addicted to caffeine, but I'm trying to slowly wean myself off of it. Do you dislike the color pink? I think pink's an okay color. It's just if it's like excessive pink, then I don't like it. Like if there's too much pink. Because anything in excess to me is just not good. So no, I don't dislike the color pink. Does the color gray seem depressing? When I think of the color gray, I think of it being more like how you have like a black and white sense of like morality. Like I can never extract the color gray from it meaning having like a morally gray thing. So like in movies when I see characters wearing gray, it makes me think like, oh, maybe the person in charge of the film is trying to make you think about this symbolically, kind of thing. That's what my mind always goes to. So when I see gray in like I guess like an artistic sense, that's what my mind goes to. I don't think it's depressing. I just think it's neutral, not depressing. Do you enjoy loud music? Oh, no. I don't like loud music. Okay, charge your phone. Man? Do you enjoy loud music? No. Do you like to dance? Listen. I know that it may seem like I'm gonna say no to this question. And you may think that based on my personality. But I will dance, and I like to dance. If it's the right mood and the right situation, then yeah, like, I'll have a good time dancing. Now, do I dance well? No, I don't dance well. In fact, I'm very bad at dancing. But I do like it in the right circumstances. So yes. Would you consider yourself normal? I don't even need to think about this one. Do you love your parents? Love is different than like. You can dislike something and still love it. You can have disagreements with something and have trouble with something and still love it. So I would say yes. Have you ever been lied to? Oh yeah, people lie. Do you get angry often? I do get angry a lot, but a lot of it I kind of suppress or repress. I think anger is one of the emotions that I struggle with the most, though, really. Like, honestly. Because I try to bottle it up a lot of the time, and then it just ends up exploding at some random moment when nobody is even expecting or thinking about it. It's mostly because small things with me will add up over time, like small annoying things that happen. So I'd say I'm angry a lot, but I don't always show it until I explode, which is not healthy. I've been trying to work on that for the longest time. I think I mentioned this before, actually, when I was playing Silksong, too. So yes, I do. Do you hold grudges? I don't. No, I don't. I know that Erin does. She's talked to me about this. Like, she will hold a grudge for years and years and years and years. But I don't really... Unless I'm setting a boundary, which a boundary is different from a grudge. Setting a boundary with someone... not necessarily a grudge. But no, I don't hold grudges against people. Usually after I fight with somebody, it's over and then I just kind of move on with my life. Either I stay with them and keep talking with them, or if I don't want to keep talking to them, then I don't. I don't intentionally go out of my way to make their life more horrible. I just kind of back off. I'm not like a vengeance person, necessarily. So, how would we say this? I guess we would say no. I remember, but I also forgive. Or I back off. So, no, I don't. Have you ever forgiven someone? Oh yeah. I'm usually really chill at forgiving people for what they do, I think. Because most of the time there's a reasonable explanation for why they did something bad to me, and I can understand it, but sometimes I can't. And that's when you get either the the backing off, walking away, or the explosion kind, like I was talking about earlier. But yes, I've forgiven someone before. Have you ever done something that you knew you shouldn't have done, but still did anyway? Yeah, I've done a lot of things like that. Like, if we're being 100% honest here, when I was younger, I can remember a time when I stole from another student at school. I, like, stole their gummy snacks or whatever. I think this was in 3rd grade? 2nd or 3rd grade. What else can I think of? Something I shouldn't have done. In high school, I was in the hallway one time, and I was leaving school with, I think, we'll call her T, and I had my violin case out because I was leaving school, and I usually picked up my violin to go back from school since I was in orchestra. I was fooling around, and I lifted up my violin case, and I tried to touch an exit sign that was hanging from the ceiling, and the teacher caught me doing it, and sent me to the principal's office at my high school, and they let me off. They let me off with a warning, but, like, still. I've had a few things like that, but they're mostly, like, petty, if that makes sense. Like, petty little things. So yeah. Have you ever lied? Yes. If you answer no to this question, then you are a liar. There's no way that anyone has ever gone their whole life without lying. Yes, I'm a liar. I have lied. Have you ever cheated on a test? Well, going back to the lying thing, there is such thing, like, even if you are someone who holds yourself to a very high moral standard, there's this concept in, I think, Plato's teachings. I'll have to look it up, actually, because I forget what it's called. But it's the idea of lying to preserve yourself and preserve your life. So lying for a good reason. A noble lie, I think it's called. And I think you can look it up, because Plato talks about it a little bit. But yeah, just an interesting train of thought. Have you ever cheated on a test? I can think of maybe once or twice in elementary school where I did kind of, like, glance over to the side to, like, look at someone else's test and been like, oh, are they marking the same thing as me? This entire game just yapping. To this obvious bird. Oh man, why is it censoring that? I gotta allow that. Yeah, that's fine, you can allow the word. Have you ever cheated on a test? So yeah, the answer is yes. You won't cheat on this. Well, I can't. Do you think flowers are more beautiful than trees? Are we getting philosophical? Are flowers more beautiful? No. Because beauty is subjective and beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So if we're thinking about it, if we're trying to think about this objectively, I would say no, because someone else may find it beautiful in a different way. So no. Do I think? And even with me thinking about it, there are some trees that are so pretty, and there's also so many flowers that are pretty too. If you've ever seen iris flowers are so pretty to me. And then as far as trees, I love the way willow trees look. Like, if you've ever seen a willow tree, they have, like, these long, like, cascading, I don't know if they're vines or not, but they're long, like, almost looks like hair, green hair. It's so pretty, so no. I can't decide. Have you ever wanted to be an animal instead of a person? No. I can't think of why I would want to be an animal. I have entertained the thought of being a bird before, because I would want to fly. I'd want to be able to fly. And then I also think about animals like ravens or crows that are really smart. And I've thought about like wanting to view the world from that perspective, or like becoming a hawk for a while and being able to see for like miles in the distance. I've thought about that before. But have I ever wanted to permanently? To be one permanently? No. Do you believe you have psychic powers? What? No. Where did this come from? Have you ever seen a ghost? That's an interesting one. I gotta think about that, actually. Okay, so I'm not superstitious, but my family is very much superstitious. I grew up in a place that was very superstitious. Like, I can think of, when we think of like the deep south, right? In North America that area. You have one side of people who are very like Christian, very like Baptist Christian, whatever. What are they called? Protestants. And then you have the other side, which is people who believe in like hoodoo, voodoo, things like that. Things like the bottle trees. If you've ever been to the South and you've seen things like bottle trees, blue bottles, or if you've seen people paint their porches like haint blue to keep spirits away and things like that. And like for the first part of my life, I grew up in like Savannah. For a little while, I grew up in Savannah, Georgia, and that's one of the most haunted places on Earth. And so you can imagine like me growing up around superstitious people, but then I was very different from them. So in my head, it's like I have one side of me that wants to say that I do believe in ghosts because I want to. There's like a hopeful part of me that wants to believe that the supernatural is real. But that's all it is hopeful. And then the other rational part of me would say no, because there's no concrete evidence that I've ever been able to grasp with it. Even living in Savannah, I like the idea of it, and I like it as a concept, especially in literature, because it's a very important a part of the stories of the South is the concept of like death and ghosts and all that. But no, I can't say I've ever seen a ghost. All that to say that I don't believe in ghosts, and I've never seen one because I've never had concrete evidence in front of me. Do you dream often? Yeah. And I'm gonna actually tell another story because I gotta explain this one. So when I was younger, I had a problem where I would have a lot of nightmares, like a lot of nightmares, to the point where I think I might have had some kind of nightmare disorder. But when you're younger, that's kind of normal to have nightmares more. Most of my nightmares I remember were about spiders, and sometimes I would have sleep paralysis where I would see like a shadow of like what looked like a person in sort of like my periphery, and I would feel paralyzed. But yeah, so I had that, and I slowly kind of went to therapy when I got older to try to mitigate that a little bit. So I don't dream as much as I used to, especially not in the sense of nightmares, but I'll say that not. I'll say no, because I don't really dream as much as I used to dream at night. But yeah, it's an interesting story to attach to this question, so no. Hi, Erin.
Yes.
I'm taking the test.
Okay.
Do you have nightmares often? It can mean you have dreams of achieving stuff. It can mean do you have dreams of achieving stuff. That is different. That's a different take.
Well, but it's asking about nightmares, so it's probably what you were referring to.
It's probably that.
It's probably like dreams.
It could be dreams, but like.
And why is there blood everywhere?
Maybe that's the point of it being just like an open-ended question.
I guess so.
That there are several different interpretations of what it could mean. Do you have nightmares often? Not really anymore.
Yes, you do.
Right?
Click yes.
Click yes.
She's lying. The answer is yes.
I mean, I've been trying to do what the therapist tells me to do with it.
Which is what?
But I've had less, but I do have I'd say whenever I do dream, it's mostly nightmares. Do you suffer from anxiety attacks?
Yes.
Anxiety attacks or anxiety? I've never had an anxiety attack, I don't think. I've had moments where I feel anxiety. Isn't an anxiety attack like when you...
It's like a panic attack.
A panic attack.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I feel like everybody's had some of that, right?
No.
It depends. It depends on what you've been through. But I'd say with thinking about the stuff that I've been through, yes, I've had an anxiety attack before. Do you suffer from...
Yes.
I'm just not going to elaborate on that. Do you exercise often and stay active?
Nope.
No. I'm very sedentary. Now, I do move around a lot at my job, but that's not for too long. But so yeah, I do exercise, but I don't exercise as much as I probably should. Is there a particular type of food that you despise?
Everyone has a food they despise.
Oh yeah. What can I think of that I don't like?
I don't know.
I'm trying to think of what I don't like. I don't like... Okay, so hear me out. I don't get nightmares, just horror flicks. Like in your mind?
No, like horror movies.
Oh, I see. Is there a particular type of food that you despise? I gotta think. I don't like... I'm allergic to shellfish.
Well, sure, but I mean something you genuinely like. I just hate this.
I don't like raw tomatoes.
Who the fuck likes raw tomatoes?
I don't like raw...
Nobody likes
like,
raw tomatoes.
you know the little, like, raw tomatoes?
Cherry tomatoes?
That you... Yeah, cherry tomatoes that you can bite into. I don't like how... I don't like it. I like grilled tomatoes, and I love, like...
Any vegetable grilled is fire.
Oh yeah, like grilled tomatoes on pizza. Like margarita pizza? So good. So yeah, I do. I hate raw tomatoes. Would you consider yourself emotionally...
You better hit that enter. You better hit that yes. You better hit that yes.
I like eating those little tomatoes raw. I think most people do. I just don't like it. I don't know why. I couldn't really explain too much into why. I guess it's just the texture maybe of it. Would you consider yourself emotionally wounded?
Yes. Hit that yes. Fuck you waiting for? If you don't hit it, I'm gonna hit it.
I've had some complicated relationships. And I had an ex who stalked me, which is the biggest one that I'm sure, I think I've told you guys about it. But yeah, yes, I'm emotionally wounded. Have you ever felt betrayed? Yes. Going back to the other example I just said, about having someone who literally stalked me. Yes, I felt betrayed. Do you ever feel lost in life? I think for most of the first half of my life, I can say that I had a very clear set objective of what I wanted to be and what I wanted to do. But I reached a point, I think it was when I was like 18 or 19 years old, about to go into college or going through college, is when I started feeling more lost, because I realized that there's more to the world than just me getting a job, making money, and that's it. There's more to it. You can't just kill yourself to get money, and financial gain isn't everything. So yeah, I'd say I felt lost. Would you consider yourself a natural leader? I can't answer this one myself. I don't know. It would depend.
It's a question for you. I can't answer it for you. This ain't my test. Not my monkeys, not my circus.
It depends. If I know...
Everything in this freaking game depends.
If I knew that I was the right person to handle it, and there wasn't somebody who could do it better than me...
Well, some people are just naturally good at leading and know what to do.
I've been in situations several times before
I would say yes.
in my life where people have just relied on me for something.
I would say yes for you.
Why?
Because there's been several situations where you just, like, know what to do. I don't know.
That's true.
I'll have to explain myself.
Like, I'll give an example. So there was this one time in grade school, I forget what grade, and most of these examples are from school because I'm like fresh out of college, but like, we were doing this presentation in front of a large group of people, and I had to improvise for it because nobody else gave me any ideas for this specific project. I can't get into too much what it was without revealing my like actual location in real life. So I can't really say. But in that instance, I had to step up and create a plan for an entire team of creative people who were like me, like writers. And I can remember one specific instance where our sort of like teacher person sat down and was like, okay, so what's your plan? And then literally, I kid you not, everybody looked at me all at once.
Yes.
It was like something out of a comic book.
Yeah, how many scenarios you got like that though?
Several.
Okay, then
It happened in college a lot too.
Hell yeah!
I'm a good leader
I'll do it
for
free.
Marvel
Press
Rivals.
yes. Yeah.
If you could push a button and destroy the world, would you press it? What? No.
Yeah.
Why would I do that?
Fuck them kids.
No. Do you sometimes dream of being a hero? I think now it means dream in the sense of idealistic, like that. Yeah. I have like these fantasies where I like help everybody I love and like make their lives better.
Doesn't everyone dream of being a hero? Well, I don't know, some people dream of being the villain. Let's just say I'm the villain.
Girl. Do you sometimes dream of being a hero? Yes. I wish that I was a hero so that I could fix everything that's wrong with all my friends and my family's lives. Especially medically, because my family seems to have a lot of medical issues. Have you ever been bullied? Do I want to say anything about this on a live stream?
You don't have to elaborate any of these. You can just say yes or no.
I'm just gonna not elaborate. I'm not gonna elaborate about this one either. Would you consider yourself to be a dreamer? Am I a dreamer? I think so. I have my moments where I can be very dreamy and idealistic, but I'm also very rational too. Like I have a clear sense of
you have dreams.
What I'm able to do. So yeah, I have dreams. It's a matter of grounding those dreams in reality that sometimes gets me. Do you sometimes hurt people's feelings? Oh yeah, I know I do. Do you find space fascinating?
Nah. Who cares what's up there? Fuck them aliens.
I'll be honest. I'm more interested about what's under the ocean because I'm scared of the deep ocean.
Fuck no.
But there's so much of it that we haven't explored. I think like what is it? We've only just explored like 10% of the world's oceans or whatever it's called. I don't know if that's true, but you know what I mean. There's a lot on this planet. There's already a lot on this planet that we haven't discovered. But I'd say I still find space fascinating. I'd like to learn more about it, yeah. You consider yourself an artist. Oh yeah. I'm a writer. I've always been a writer. Do you consider yourself to be a good friend?
Girl.
I've had very few close friends in my life.
That's not true.
Like, people who I've actually, like, let in.
That is not true. You have plenty of close friends.
I have
Our address is...
Oh, no!
So they can show up, and then you're closer. They're closer, because they're with us. I'm just kidding.
I want to say no, because there was the friends I do have I tend to keep for a long time, unless for some reason we have a falling out and I kind of back off. I don't go after, like I think I said this before in the stream, like I don't have a thing with holding grudges or being vengeful about something. Like I'll back off and be like, okay, now I'm gonna let karma get to you, kind of thing.
Okay, what does that have to do with being a good friend, though?
Well, it means that I want the best for my friends. So yes, I do want the best for my friends, even if that means
Let it go.
that I can't be around them anymore. Would you consider yourself to be flawed? I don't even have to think about that. Yes, I'm flawed. Have you ever fantasized about being a supervillain or performing a heinous or egregious crime?
Personally, yeah, I think of becoming the Joker.
Aaron, why do you think about becoming the Joker, Aaron?
So I can do the Joker beatbox.
Can you do the Joker beatbox on stream for us?
Why so serious?
Love that for you, babe. Love that
If
for you.
you've never watched it, look up the Joker beatbox. It's the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Have you ever okay, supervillain and performing a heinous or egregious crime.
Some might call me a villain.
So I'm a writer, and in order to write a good villain, I have to get into the mind of the villain. I wouldn't say that I myself have ever fantasized about me doing horrible things.
Why not?
But I have had dreams where I've done bad things to people.
Let's go.
Like nightmares. So I'd say yes. Because, like in my head, I don't know. That doesn't count.
Like for you, like thinking, I just want to kill a bunch of people.
Oh God, no.
That's basically what it's asking you.
No. I've done it for a purpose, for writing something better.
That's not what it's
So
asking
then
you.
no, I don't do that. Do you believe in perfection? Perfection is unobtainable.
I believe in my foot going up your ass.
And that's a period on that sentence. Have you ever stolen from someone? Yes, I have.
Let's go.
Would you ever kill someone under any circumstances?
Hell yeah.
Self-defense?
Yes.
Yes. If you had one day to live, would you tell anyone? Yeah, I'd tell people. For sure. And then I'd take them all out? What? Why not?
I guess for me, no.
For you? You wouldn't want me to know if I died in one day?
I mean me.
Oh. So you'd say no to this question?
Yeah.
Weird. Okay. Why?
Because if you fucking tell people you have one day to live, they're gonna be all sappy about it and fucking shit.
I was gonna say...
you wouldn't be able to enjoy it. They'd just be crying and peeing and pissing.
What I would say is... blow all my money. Have like a sick party.
Blow all of my money and don't get two shits.
Do everything that I would do if I had nothing to lose in one day. And if that involved not telling anyone, then I would do that.
Mad.
I think I would tell Aaron. I would tell you.
I would say
if I had a day to live.
Sick. And then we would go do like fun shit.
Have you ever told your darkest secrets to someone? Yep. Do you trust me even though you know nothing about me? I mean...
Why he got eyeballs on that hat?
You technically can't really do anything to me because you are pixels on a screen.
Well, you don't know. It could be the ring and she comes out of the screen.
So, yes?
Is that what happens?
Is that what happens?
Is that what happens in the ring? Does she come out of the screen and then eat you?
Apparently the ring is really good, but I don't know. Do you know who I am? No, you haven't introduced yourself. Well, I know who you are, I know.
Okay, we know.
If I appeared behind you right now, would you scream?
No, I'd probably... No, I can't say that on stream.
Girl! No, I wouldn't scream. I would grab your little nose and take your mask off so I could see what you looked like because it's eating me alive.
His face is there.
That's not his face, right?
That's his hat. He's wearing a hat. Those are
wearing
his eyes.
No, he's wearing a mask.
That's not a mask.
Right? That's a mask. There's no
Okay,
way
but
he
what's
actually looks
underneath?
like that. I don't know. Well, what's underneath?
Look at these 2 pixels, though. Oh, those are his freaking eyes.
No.
And then that hat is that he's wearing a hat, and it has.
Oh, I thought the thing on his head was.
No.
Because then what is that? Wait, I see what he looks like now.
That's his. Yeah.
If I told you that I'd been behind you this entire time.
He's right behind me, isn't he?
No, you're not behind me. That would be silly. Would you consider yourself to be empathetic?
No, fuck everyone. Just kidding.
So, this question is kind of funny to me because...
Are you an empath?
Because everybody has... What do we call it?
That is not true.
In psychology.
That is not
Almost everyone, 90% of people who are not sociopathic, psychopathic, etc.
There's psychopaths
have at least cognitive empathy, and then emotional empathy. Most people have emotional empathy. Cognitive empathy is what a sociopath has because they can understand why you're feeling what you're feeling. They don't have emotional empathy, which emotional empathy is feeling someone else's feelings.
That doesn't make someone a psychopath.
Sociopath, I said. And I believe that sociopaths have a lower level of emotional empathy, but I could be wrong about that. Either way, most people have emotional empathy, so yes.
Hey, you should help the table. It's asking for help.
Would you consider yourself to be romantic? I can be romantic when I want to be. Have you ever been in a physical fight?
Hell yeah.
Several. Are you prone to headaches or migraines?
Yes.
Yeah. And you know that too, because sometimes I need to just come in here and lay down with an ice pack. Do you look at the ground when you walk? No, I usually look like straight ahead. Sometimes I have to look down if I'm walking on like
I have issues, I do.
Uneven ground.
Well, sure, anybody would then, but I mean like it means like in general.
No.
But you gotta keep your head up. Oh!
Are you attracted to the opposite sex? Do you mean...
Get that, dude.
You mean sexually or physically?
I said just attracted.
No.
Just attraction. You want that? You want that, dude?
I mean, I know when to appreciate a man that looks good.
Well, sure. I mean, every gay woman had to pretend to be straight when they were kids.
But I would say no in the sense of like attracted. If we're thinking about attraction, women.
Let's go.
Would you ever shave your head? Not willingly. Are you attracted to muscular bodies? No.
Damn.
Do you ever dance when no one is looking? Well, when someone's too muscular, it just doesn't look nice to me, I guess. Like, if you're too muscular...
Like, I want someone to body flip me off the fucking table. I want to get my shit rocked.
If you...
Step on me, mommy.
I would like a healthy level of muscle on the person. Like you have a healthy level of muscle on your body.
No, I think it's sick as hell.
Do you ever dance when no one's looking? Yes, I do. I have danced several times when nobody is looking. Do you?
Oh, hell yeah. How the fuck else do I get myself up in the morning?
Sometimes when something good happens, you just gotta dance, okay? Do you trust your best friend entirely? I don't trust anybody entirely.
What?
But I trust you.
Who was your best friend then? Because damn.
I would say that I trust you entirely. I'd say
You shouldn't.
I trust Bree. I trust my other friends.
Okay, but who's your best friend? And do you trust them?
Bree?
I'm your lover.
I trust Bree. Yeah.
No, I don't trust her. You never know.
Do you remember
She'll
your
get you,
childhood
she'll get
extremely
you.
well? No, I don't. I've written about
That
this
shit.
before. Like, I think, like, especially as I've gotten older, it gets harder for me to recollect everything that happened to me.
It's not important. Don't worry about it.
And what I do remember is mostly just the negative, and it's like my brain blocks out the positive. Even though I want to remember the positive too, it's harder. So no, I don't. Would you rob a bank if you could get away with it?
Hell yeah, Ocean's 11.
Okay, now let me elaborate on this one. Nowadays, there's not a lot of money that's actually in a bank. But there is still a small amount of money at the bank that you can take.
Yeah.
So if I could get away with it, everybody has accounts now. So what's in the bank is just there because what?
If you're taking cash out or like that kind of thing of your account.
Yeah, because they can easily replace it.
Yeah.
Right?
Like if you're making a withdrawal.
Yeah. Do you ever dream about running from a killer? I have. I have dreamed about this twice. There was once, the most recent one I can remember is I was in my apartment, and it was really vivid for some reason. I dreamed that somebody was like trying to get into my room because my door was locked. It was somebody like messing with the lock, trying to get in, like banging on the door. So yeah, it was crazy. I tried to run away out the window. Do you ever dream about falling off a cliff? I've dreamed about falling off of a skyscraper and then suddenly being lifted off the ground before I hit the ground. That's the weirdest one I can think of.
Let's go. Well, what if you jump right before the plane crashes, then you live?
I never dreamed about falling off. That is a dream I had.
That's the funniest shit ever.
I'll explain that one. So I dreamed one time that I was in a crashing plane, and the side of the plane was open, so the plane was going down very fast, and right before the plane hit the ground, I jumped and like rolled, and for some reason my brain thought that that's how physics worked, and I was fine when I landed, even though the plane was like crashing at like 100 fucking miles an hour. It was a crazy dream. You ever dream about being naked in public? No. That is one of the dreams that I've never had. No. Do you enjoy scary movies or books? Yeah. Love it. I love scary movies and books. Do you enjoy comedic television shows or movies? Yeah. Do you like being the center of attention? Aaron had to pull teeth to get me to start doing this, because I would mention that I wanted to stream sometimes. She'd be like, "Oh, maybe you should try that when you have time off," or maybe you should get set up with this or whatever.
No, it wasn't a suggestion. It was a command.
So no, I never in my life have I liked being the center of attention. I can do it.
Well, that's why I'm here, baby girl.
But I have horrible, really bad stage fright, especially when I was younger. I had really bad stage fright. I was also very shy. So no, I don't. I don't like it, but I will do it. Do you feel like something is always watching you? I don't know. Do I feel like it? I have moments where I can feel very paranoid, but not always. No. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to go to space? Well, Oreo says, yeah, he's terrified of the ocean. Space is better. I agree, honestly. I'm scared of the ocean.
You can easily die in both.
I'd want to follow what you discover in the ocean, though, like from a safe distance. Maybe through, like, online. stuff. Have you ever wondered what it'd be like? Yeah. I've wondered that. I can't say I haven't wondered about it. Have you ever had an out-of-body experience? What does that mean?
Like astral projection, probably.
Does it mean like dissociating?
Not necessarily.
Like you can...
I don't think so. If it's saying specifically out of body.
Then I would say no. Have you ever punched in...
What? Why not?
No. Do you like dogs better than cats? I don't like either better. I grew up with a dog. With several dogs, but I can't say that I like either better. I think I would at one point have said that I like dogs better, but not now. Do you prefer to read more than you prefer to watch movies? Yeah. Yes. For sure. English major. Well, English degree now, but I love books. Are you still wondering why I asked you if you ever punched? Yes. Yes, I am. Do you get starstruck easily? What does it mean by starstruck?
I don't know. I guess like a celebrity crush.
Starstruck by
Who's
people.
your celeb crush?
My celebrity crush?
You ever seen the movie Starstruck? We watched that movie.
I think
So funny.
I think my first one was probably like when I was younger I used to watch Teen Titans. And I really liked Starfire and Raven. I really liked Raven.
Yeah, ship them. They're cute.
Let me think. Who else did I like? I remember studying a little bit about Marilyn Monroe in school and seeing pictures of Marilyn Monroe. She's beautiful.
Happy birthday.
Especially when she was younger. She's so pretty. And then Capuchin. Cause I like Pink Panther. Pink Panther was a little bit racy back in the day though, so I'm not talking about that, but I am talking about the actress who starred in the 1963 Pink Panther, Capuchin. She's so pretty. She's gorgeous. If you look her up.
Can I say my celeb crushes?
Yeah.
I would probably say Fiona from Shrek. That one fish from Shark Tales, the sexy one.
Girl. Is that all?
No. When I was a child, I had a crush on Dawn from Pokemon. Shout out Dawn.
Dawn?
Yeah. She's like, I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah.
Oh, Aaron. So do I get starstruck easily? No, not as much as I think other people do. It takes me some time.
Girl, there's a lot of questions you gotta.
Well, no, that's why we're streaming it. We can take as long as we want.
No, you can't. There must be another way.
Do you hate going to big parties and social gatherings? Yes. I don't even have to think about that. Is your favorite part of your birthday receiving presents? No. Why would... I do like receiving presents. But that's just part of the birthday. My favorite part of my birthday is sleeping in. Because I don't know.
What?
Sleeping in, playing video games, and just, like, relaxing.
What is any other day?
On my birthday. I mean, that's what I wanted. I don't have to work usually on my birthday. I usually
That's not always guaranteed.
never went to school.
I never
on my
went
birthday.
to Jobber.
So no, the part of my birthday I like is being able to relax without anybody bothering me. Have you ever punched a nun? Like, really? Just bam, right in the face, nun punch. No. No. Did I laugh? Yes, I did. It's just ridiculous. Did you say what the fuck in your head or even out loud? Yes. Yes, I did. Are you now eager to somehow get the opportunity to punch a nun sometime soon? No, nuns are really...
Hold on. Yeah, I mean... It depends what kind of nun we're talking about. Are we talking about like a nun or like Whoopi Goldberg nun from like the Sister Act?
Well,
you know
Aaron,
what I'm talking about?
You're not the one taking the test.
I know, I'm just saying for me. Sorry, I'll go fuck myself.
I'm just being funny. If there's a hell, do you think you're going to it?
Yeah!
You think you're going to hell?
I don't believe in that shit.
If there is one. There's a hell.
That shit's not real. Sorry, if you believe in that, that's okay, but I'm just saying for me, I don't think that shit's real.
Just entertaining. Let's suspend our disbelief for a moment and entertain the possibility of there being a hell.
Why would you be going to it?
Probably?
Why?
Because if we're thinking about it in the very traditional Christian sense.
Well, if you're thinking about it in the most traditional Christian sense,
yes,
then everyone's going to hell.
Yeah. So yes. But if we're thinking about hell in a loose like terminology way, in the sense of like there being an afterlife where horrible people go, in my version of hell, if we could twist this a little bit, I would not be going to it because I think I've done the best I can. So no. Do you enjoy fantasy fiction games?
Yes? Why are you questioning this?
Why does it say fantasy fiction?
I don't know, it's probably just thinking in the style of literature.
Yes, I do. Do you masturbate? Whoa! So we're on stream and we're gonna say no. And I don't... Yeah, I don't really do that. Are you more than slightly uncomfortable? Yes, yes, yes. Is your mouth dry? No. Why would my mouth be dry? Does profanity make you uncomfortable? No. I curse a lot. And I cursed a lot yesterday while I was fighting things. In Silk Song. Do you believe in legendary beasts such as the Loch Ness Monster or Bigfoot? No, but it's cool to look at things like that because when you examine parts of that culture, like these cryptids and stuff, you get to understand more about the culture. It's a nice little way to introduce yourself to new things. So.
Chupacabra's definitely real though, right guys? They say he's out there!
Are you poor with money management? Hold on. Sorry, Aaron has to go somewhere. Are you poor with money management? Let's think about this. I want to say yes, because I do sometimes will make like impulse purchases, but most of the time I'm really good about it. So I think I'd say no. Because I've never been in a situation where I've been completely like broke or something. Choose one of these numbers that you feel resonates with you most in this moment. I could be really funny right now. But no. 11 seems nice. Choose one of the colors that you feel resonates with you most in this very moment. Okay. I do like the color black. I do also like red. We'll say red. I think red goes really well with black, or like a dark red. I like dark red. Choose one of these words that you feel resonates with you most in this very moment. Wicked, sick, plagued, wretched, toxic, vile. Wicked. Weird. Wretched? What does wretched mean? Like in what sense wretched? Define wretched. I'm just gonna look this up really quick. Wretched, of a person in a very unhappy or unfortunate state. Miserable, unhappy, sad, broken-hearted. Harsh, grim. Poor quality. Anger and annoyance. I'd say wretched. Choose one of these words that you feel resonates with you most in this very moment. Blessed, glorious. Woo! These are all very positive compared to what we just read. Celestial. Heavenly, angelic. Divine. Glorious. Well, blessed is different than glorious. Glorious would imply glory. So what is glory? What do you define as glory? Oreo, the Loch Ness is real. I saw her myself. Well, hey. I mean, if you have undeniable proof with your own eyes, then, you know, that's good for you. I just can't confirm it myself, so I'm not gonna say it is real until I, you know, until I actually see it myself. Divine. Divine makes me think of a good time. Angelic makes me think of being pure. And there's also a religious connotation with angelic and heavenly that I don't really vibe with that much. Celestial is cool. Glorious. I like divine. Divine sounds like a good time. Choose one of the words again. Luck, skill, strength, agility, intellect, charm. I mean, I'm playing a video game, so that makes me want to go to skill. And I'm about to play Inscription, which is a card game where I have to be very skilled. I don't think I've had very much good luck throughout my life, but I have had my good moments. I'm not very strong physically. I don't know if that translates to every kind of strength. Agility. I'm good at swimming fast. I have like a body. You know how some people have like a swimmer's body? I just have that. Like I don't know what it is. It's like the like just that specific shape. I remember like people saying that about me when I was younger, is that like you have like a swimmer, like a limber kind of body. Intellect and charm. I'd say that intellect probably is the biggest thing that I think about most. I want to be smarter and more capable. So either skill or intellect. I'd say skill. I want to be able to do things with the intellect, because intellect doesn't matter if you can't do anything with it. Let's go with skill. Do you enjoy solving mathematical puzzles? If it's for a purpose, yes. If it's not for any reason other than a thought experiment, could you give me a Dr. Pepper, please? I appreciate it. You're the best. Do you enjoy solving mathematical puzzles? Do I enjoy it? No. Would I do it if I had to? Yes. But no, I don't enjoy it. Do you speak more than one language fluently? No. I'm okay at Spanish, and I know a little bit of French. A little bit, but not that much. I know just enough to maybe get by. French, German, and Spanish. Like, if I had to get by in a foreign country for a little while, then yeah, I'd know what to do. Because I've been to Germany before. I've been to a couple different countries. I've been to Panama, Germany, Austria, Switzerland, a few places like that where I've had to kind of rely on it. Most people know how to speak English, though, in those places. But no, not fluently. Just enough to be resourceful. Have you ever visited a country other than your own? Yes, I have. Do you enjoy coffee? Oh yeah.
Kafifi.
Do you believe in demons?
I'm sitting right here, baby girl.
You call yourself a demon?
Yeah, I'm the demon princess.
No, I don't. Do you believe in angels?
Yeah.
Metaphorically?
I can be your angel.
No.
Or your devil.
Are you afraid of sharks?
I would believe most people are.
Yeah, I'm afraid of sharks. They're scary.
It's not a very real threat, though.
Like if I were in the water with a shark.
Leave them alone.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, should you be afraid of sharks? If it's attacking me, then no. Yes. If it's attacking me, then yes.
If it's attacking you, then no.
Never mind.
I deserve it.
If it's attacking me, then yes. But if it's just chilling, and there's a shark, no. Like a shark in an aquarium tank? No, that's pretty chill, guy.
if you're swimming and you saw a shark.
Oh yeah, I'd be scared. Do you prefer baths over showers? No, I like showers.
Hell no.
Does the smell of perfume or cologne give you headaches? Sometimes, yeah. Too much of a strong smell?
Sure, if it's like... But it means like a little...
In a normal dose? No. Did you see a shadow move in your room a few moments ago? I mean, there's not a whole lot of motion going on in here, so no.
You're here.
That's fortunate.
Okay.
What do you mean? Do you ever hear your name being called even when you know no one is calling it? I've had that happen before, yeah. But I think it's just like in a dream thing. It's mostly when I'm asleep or just waking up. So it's probably just part of a dream. Do things in your home often go missing then reappear later? Nope. Do you ever hear footsteps around you when you're alone? No. Hear random knocking noises? No. I mean, we have cats, so like sometimes we'll hear knocking just from the cats, but it's not random.
They're silly.
Do you have to look at the same time on the clock every day?
Angel numbers.
What does that mean?
Like, do you... Like, what it's asking you. Like, say if you look at the clock and it said, like, 2:41 today, and then another day you look at the clock again, it's 2:41. You're like, oh, that's the same time I saw you the other day.
I mean, isn't your brain trained to recognize patterns?
Well, sure, but
no, I don't think no. Have you ever felt your feet being grabbed at night while sleeping?
You mean last night when I grabbed your feet?
Girl!
I'm just
What are
joking.
you talking
I'm being
about?
satirical.
Girl. Have you ever felt your feet being grabbed at night? While
That's just the foot
sleeping?
grab demon.
I've had dreams where someone's like picked up my foot for a second and like touched me. But no. I guess would that be while sleeping? Yeah.
I have a story to tell. The other day, sometimes Valerie will fall asleep and then... Okay, how honest can I be?
You can tell them that I talk in my sleep.
Yeah, sometimes she'll talk in her sleep and be like half asleep and like awake. And she started playing footsie with me, like kicking my feet. And then I started doing it, but she goes, stop. And I'm like, girl, you started this. And she gets fucking mad at me. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean, stop?
Yeah, I sleep talk. When I was younger, I would sleepwalk too, and it would freak my parents out.
Let's go.
But yeah, like probably some kind of sleep disorder. My therapist said it was like a nightmare disorder, sleep disorder. Do you have any pets? Yeah. Yes, we have a lot of pets. We have a lot of kitties. Is your favorite color green? Green? No.
Okay, Katniss.
I like red. Are you attracted to a family? No. If you won the lottery, would you share the money with anyone? Yeah, but only people really close to me. If you could be the dictator of your own country, would you accept the role? No. Why would I want that? Do you ever wonder what it would be like to be in prison?
Aren't we all in prison?
Get a real prison?
Yeah, no, a fake one.
Do
Like a fake prison.
Do you mean like a metaphorical prison?
No!
I've wondered about that before, yeah. Do you like fishing? Oh yeah, I love fishing. Do you like hunting? No. When I fish, if I fish, because I remember the last time I fished was when I was very young, but still, fishing, we would catch the thing and then always release it and make sure it didn't get hurt. Like, we would never, like, actually kill it.
You ever take those white boy photos with the fish where you hold it up and you do hard thumbs up?
Yeah.
Like, I did it! I caught the fish!
I did it with my dad before. We caught a stingray, I think it was.
Let's go.
I did get scared when he caught it, though. Do you like hunting? No. Do you like camping? No.
I have shit somewhere and it's not gonna be outside.
I don't like camping. Do you like guns? No. Are you getting tired of answering questions? No, I'm okay. You consider yourself to be...
You gotta be honest. You gotta be honest now, think about it.
Not really, honestly. No. I can get you know what? I can get kind of freaky. Eyes are the window to the soul. Do you agree?
My eyes are auburn in the moonlight and amber in the sunlight.
Eyes are the window to the soul. I've heard that saying before. I can kind of agree with it. If you read someone's eyes, you know, you can kind of guess what they're thinking, what their emotions are. Especially the way their eyebrows move.
Just asking about eyes, not the eyebrows.
Their facial expression. I'd say yeah.
Just asking eyes.
Eyes can convey a lot of emotions. Do you always keep your promises? No, not always.
I'm only human after all.
Do you ever completely trust someone who's lied to you? Yes, because sometimes people lie to you to protect you from something.
Which is always wrong.
Oh, Aaron, you're so silly. Are you an only child? No, not now, but I was when I was younger. For the majority of, elementary, middle, and until high school, I think. Yeah, until high school, my mom had my little sister when I was, 17, 18. I don't know, it's kind of foggy. That time of my life is very foggy. But no, I'm not. Not anymore. Do you ever enjoy being drunk?
Hell yeah.
I've had moments where I like being drunk. I like the idea of tattoos. I've never gotten one though, but I do like them. I think they're cool. Do you enjoy being high? I've never gotten high, so I can't say. Do you believe you have a soul? Soul in the sense of consciousness? Do you believe you have a soul? I'd say yes. There's no evidence, though. Is there evidence that you have a soul?
What do you mean by evidence?
I mean, if you think about it like having a consciousness and having a deterministic screen. What's a deterministic screen? I'll have to cite my sources here. But I have to look this up again, this idea. Yeah, Kenneth Burke talked about the deterministic screen in rhetoric. But it's a filter that you kind of see the world through. It's just... I mean, Burke was talking about it in terms of language, but... Was it Kenneth Burke? I think it was Kenneth. But anyway, it was Burke. Talked about having a deterministic screen. So you could say that based on that idea of having a filter that you see the world through, that the ability to perceive that subjective sort of window is evidence of you having some kind of soul. There's also what other author am I thinking of? Who wrote La Metrier? La Metrier, Man and Machine. It's a good read if you've never read it. Man and Machine by Julien de la Metrier. Yeah, Man and Machine. It's about separating. It's trying to find a separation from what makes a human and what makes a machine different from a human. And there were some things that he identified, but there were also a lot of similarities. I think the biggest thing he highlighted, though, from what I remember, which I may not be remembering it right, so you should check behind me if you're interested in this and read it yourself. But his main point was that a machine can't will itself to do something. It needs a prompt from something else. So, like when you're using ChatGPT, like in the sense of AI, when you're using ChatGPT, it needs a prompt to be able to act. It can't just start a conversation with you and act on its own, basically, unless it's programmed to do that. It can't will itself to do something. So I think the presence of us having a will means that we have a soul. So I'm going to say yes to this. Tentatively, with a backed point. Did you cry this week? Not that I can think of, no. Are you upset with someone right now? I mean, I can be upset with people and still like the person, so yeah. I'm upset with a few people.
Are you upset with someone right now?
Yeah. I can think of a few people who I'm upset with. Is there someone you're not being completely honest with daily?
Yes.
I'd say that I withhold from people because they don't need to know everything about me. So yeah, I withhold information. I can be very secretive as a person. Do you understand how this works yet? What do you mean by this? Why are the blood hand stains above the fireplace so big? I don't know. It may be like animal stuff, like animal prints. I don't know if it's a hand. Is it a hand? Yeah, that's a hand, actually. You're right, that is a really big hand. Do you understand how this works yet? If you mean the quiz, then yeah. I'm answering yes or no questions. If you answer the questions twice, your truths may change. It's not just about answering the questions, it's about the time you spend answering them and the combination you answer them in. It's about many different variables you'd never guess. Do you understand? Yeah, sure. If you're wondering if the end of the test is coming soon based on the previous question you just answered. Yeah, seems like it. Or to tell you that this entire process was planted here for you, specifically you, to learn something about yourself, and anyone else that bothers using this is just a byproduct of its intention, would you believe that? Yes, I would. Are you afraid of being abandoned? Yeah. Are you afraid of dying alone? Yeah, I don't like the idea of being alone for the rest of my life. Do you worry that one day you'll be unexpectedly murdered? I've thought about it before, but I can't think of anybody who would have the intention to do that to me, so no. Nobody has a motive to do that. Are you always on guard, waiting to fend off an attack? No. I'm pretty relaxed most of the time. I can be uptight about work, but no. Do you feel like I know you yet? Well, you can't know me. You're not real. Have you ever heard any strange noises while answering these questions? I mean, not besides the weird sounds that are coming from the game. I think we have enough information about you, whether you skipped questions, answered honestly or dishonestly, took loads of time to respond, or answered quickly without reading or understanding properly. I've been able to tell. I'm calculating your results. I'm analyzing you very carefully. I'm judging you. Aaron, I'm being judged.
Okay.
I do that to myself all the time, dude. There's no reason for you to do it for me. Based on what you've told me, this is what I could conclude. People would do real well to start taking you a bit more seriously and listening to you a lot more often. Oh, okay. Your intelligence is incredibly underrated, even by your own standards. Well, thank you. If a zombie apocalypse were to ever occur, you'd be everyone's best friend because a relationship with you wouldn't be an option, it would simply be a necessity to survive. I think you're putting me on a little bit of a pedestal, but okay. I appreciate it. Pixelated man, woman, whatever. You have so much to offer this world and those around you, but you absolutely must make your talents and knowledge readily available. People are often too afraid to ask you for your opinion at times. Even when they do, they're afraid of your truths. Well, yeah, the truth can be a tough pill to swallow sometimes. You're not like others, you're special. Not everyone is going to cut it in this life, and that's an unfortunate fact. I don't think I'm special, but okay. Now you are going to thrive no matter what happens. You've got what it takes to take on any project to the next level, whether it's working on your own or as part of a team. You sound like my boss? But alright. You're underrated, you're underappreciated, and you're often misunderstood. It's not fair, but life isn't fair and it will never be. Life will always be what you make it, and you've got some insane amounts of potential. Ultimately, it's still up to you to decide what you do with it. One thing I will say, however, is that you need to snap out of the false reality that you tend to live in sometimes. The world you've managed to escape to in your head, while much better than the world around you, is not going to get you anywhere in life. Actions are what make things happen. Actions will take you to the next level, not just by sitting in your head all day. Let this be the swift kick in the ass you need to be productive and take things to the next level. Bro, I'm working on it. Don't waste any more time. Just kick ass and allow yourself to be successful. The successful life you deserve. Look, man, I appreciate it, but pixels. That's all I'm saying. Pixels. Your secret word is order. Remember this word. Why do I need to remember a word? It will come in handy. Order. I did see, in the comments of this game that people were posting their other words, and so there's words like hope, justice. So I did get kind of a different word. Order. This will come in handy. Okay. Well, that was fun. Why did I get glazed at the end, Darren? That's kind of creepy. It's a genuine opportunity to be part of something forever. I'm okay. I'm not gonna do that, but this was fun. Are you Sleeper Agent Topaz? What do you mean secret word? I don't know. I don't know what this game means about secret word. But I think it's just a part of the their like community thing that they did a while ago when they first released, is like to have people talking about it. They gave you a word to talk about. Continue to read comments. Working on several games that involve player interaction, some of which the players are able to honor a lost pet. That's why getting back to the community. I don't think I'll be doing all this stuff, but this was fun to do. I like the questions. It really made me think about stuff. So let me skip through this. Well, if anyone is interested in it, then you can do it, but I don't know. It was good fun. Good to think about this stuff. Interesting. Wait, I didn't mean to do that. So I'm gonna switch gears. I'm gonna shut down this stream, and then we're gonna switch to Inscription. So thank you for watching this first part. I think this was a good game. It was fun. It got me thinking about some interesting stuff. So yeah, let's switch over for a second. I gotta remember how to do it. Alright, and then I'll start streaming again in a second. See you in a minute.